boring charts. I just seem to wait doing exactly the same thing day after day after day can destroy you. The man who tells the story working as a bus conductor on a route between towns in Malawi. He has been doing this job for 9 years, but it feels like 100 years. At that I called her bus until already packed full. Pick up a few more passengers and continues on its way. The road is wet and the March rain beat gently beat endlessly upon the roof of the bus. Outside, the yellow maize stands in the fields, unmoving trunks with too much rain. The rainy season, dark, long and hairy, is coming to an end, and soon people will be coming to cut the maize. But neither the muddy road nor the maize in the field can show me anything new or interesting. For 9 years, I have been a bus conductor, and I cannot begin to count how many times during those 9 years I have been on this road, whether it is the rainy season as now, or a dry September afternoon, or a cold June morning. It is all the same to me. I always have one wish, and it's never changed, to get to the end of the journey as quickly as possible. And yet I never get my wish. I know the life history of every bridge, every stone, and every tree on the road from Lime to Macaulay. I promise you, my past is on the road, so at my present, and I find it hard to imagine a future away from this road. The road to Macaulay and back to Limpy and back again to Macaulay. I try to enjoy thinking about my past before I became a conductor. I know I once had a father and a mother who once lived on one of the large estates in Milanje, but in my mind this time is distance not clear. Father died when I was a little boy, and my mother later selling potato and legal beer to pay for my schooling. When she had finished doing that, she drank herself to death on the day I went home with my first pay. I also had an elder brother who went to work in the mines in South Africa. At first, we used to ride, then my brother stopped answering my letters, so I stopped riding. Stops and I loudly ask if there is anyone getting out here. There is no answer. So, driver starts his engine and the bus moves on. But a moment later, someone rings the bell and again the bus stops. I'm dropping here, says a man rising up from a seat, not far away from me. Several passengers shout through angry words of the man as he pushes his way to the exit. I say nothing to him. And as a result, some of the ugly words are thrown at me too. Before I became a conductor, I worked in a tea research station. My job was to sit all day and write down the figures produced by a surge and complicated machine which I was told measured the brownness of tea. I never understood what those figures meant or how the machine worked, but my boss repeatedly told me that my job was great important to tea research. I didn't understand this either. True, I was proud to be my part and in this great way. However, I quickly grew tired of sitting in the same place and writing down the same figures day after day. And I love my job. After only a year, I found an interesting job. I told my friends as I left, I'm going to be conductor. There's a variety there. Different people, different places every day. The bell once again rings and the bus stops for some passengers to get off. I have a bicycle on the roof, says one man, and I have a bag of maize, says another. I'm sure I know the reason why I'm growing so thin. My ears have grown tired of hearing such things. I have heard them hundreds, no, thousands of times. Maybe one day the passenger will be kind enough not to see them. The bus has reached the worst part of the road and is moving at walking speed. The driver swings it from one side of the road to the other as it tries to keep to the less muddy parts. Many at times the wheels go deep in the mud and all the passengers have to have hand pushing the bus out. I wonder what time will call get to Mikawi. I said aloud without meaning to. The driver hearing me looks at his watch, ashamed. By 5 o'clock, we should be there, he says. The driver is a very old man. Has been a driver for over 30 years and should not still be working out here. Our attempt by the National Transport Company to make him stop have failed. No one understands why this strange old man, who is said to be very rich, prefers to go on working. I suspect he will die as soon as he is picked up off the road. Behind the wheels, he looks full of life, but his eyes show the shadow of it. It is only the road that keeps him alive. The bus lies in the mud on a step here and nearly turns on. Streams of water run down the side of the road. Everyone come out and push. It seems to me that the road means everybody knows is free of it, not just the driver. Other passengers I have ever met, I feel sorry for them, but the thought worries me. I became a conductor in order to escape from a boring job. As a cold impersonal machine, it had made the brownies of tea. But after 9 years, I do not find much variety in the brownness of mine. It seems to me that these are the same passengers that I left lying with on that rainy morning 9 years ago. That old talkative man has been on the same back seat for 9 years. And is still telling the story of his business success. So, to that other man near the window who smokes all the time but won't let the windows be opened. That grandchild never seems to grow up. And there is that fat woman who cleverly plays off everyone attempting to sit next to her. Yes, these are the same passengers, and it is the same road, the same journey without end. Everyone come out and push. The rain continues to fall. The drivers keep swimming the bus from one side of the road to another. To avoid the mud, the bus complains continuously, and there have a lot of passengers. Which never seems to get lost. People get on and get off, but the bus is always crowded. At Kameji, the bus stops to pick up a few passengers with the wet rain. Among them is a man wearing an old yellow raincoat. I look at him carefully as he gets on. Yes, indeed, my father had just the hardened look on his face. Dad went back from years of picking tea And for the first time in these 9 years, I see before me a clear picture of my father, my mother, my brother, our little house on the estate. The fruit trees in front of the house, the red roof of the factory in the distance, and the black smoke coming out of it. Everything to the last detail. I heard the singing of the workers as they picked the leaves in the field in their row. Genuine coats with baskets on their backs. I feel now as I felt it. Respect for these workers with their songs, hard work, and hard lives seem so pleasant. A feeling of joy suddenly fills me. I move over to where the man is standing and touch his shoulder. "Father!" I shout, and I feel the tears coming out of my eyes. I turn and smile at everyone in the bus. And I see my joy shining back from their faces. Oh, what a beautiful rain. The sound of the rain on the roof and the contented engine have become sound of joy. The old man at the wheel has become happiness itself. The voices of the passenger and the clank of the child fill me with a wonderful feeling. Father! So my father and mother have never died after all. My brother has never had to go to the South Africa, and I myself have never had to write count figures from a machine that measures the brownness of the tea. But suddenly the bus comes to a violent stop, and all the standing passengers fell over one another. I tried to save my fate by holding on to the man I had called my father. But he is already falling and he pulls me down with him. Everything in my dreams disappeared. I seemed to be coming back from dead as I and the man I had called my father had each other at our feet. Everyone get out bush. The bus has once again got trapped in the mud. The two front wheels are in so deep that it's going to take hours before we can continue. By 7 o'clock, we should be at Migori, says the bus. When we have 5 minutes to sit in, pulling the bus up. Wonders what used to come down. But now, as I hear them, I feel quite alone. Idea of arrival has now begun to frighten me. I see nothing and instead looking at the maze in the fields outside. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.